Hey there, my name's Jesse, and you're listening to the Deep Lore Boys podcast.
This guy built a nuclear reactor as an Eagle Scout.
TikTok is the demon core.
Did you see what he just sent? That
Listeners should know, every time we get together to record the podcast and we get in a recording room, Matthew chooses a different username, and they're always like Doofenbachel and other names that I can't say on this PG podcast. Today it's Zanzibar.
I mean, they're usually pretty tame for the most part.
Well, there'll just be one every now and then.
Yeah, every now and again I come up with something that's a little bit eyebrow raising, I guess. But for the most part, they're family friendly. I mean, I think my favorite has to be Plebis the Pluby.
Yes.
That one, dude, like somehow I guess I did it on like my school laptop or something, and so every time I had to use my laptop for doing school at college, it would just like autofill my name to Plebis the Pluby, and like I couldn't get anything in with it. Like it just swore that was me.
But then there's Jackson, who has like his full legal name.
Yes,
as the
yeah,
username.
I
think it's just great.
Yeah, I gotta come up with like a better name than that.
Jackson,
I have a name that I use for Quiplash, but it is not appropriate for this. So,
okay.
Can I tell the audience where we went this last Sunday?
Oh yeah, we can talk about that. Yeah, I think they deserve to know.
So over the weekend, I hung out with Matthew and Jackson. We sent foot pics to the Deep Lore Boys Discord. They weren't foot pics; they were shoe pics.
No, don't tell them that. Okay, they were foot pics, and if you want to see them, join the Discord. Okay.
Hey, that's true. So we got together. We took that picture. It's on our Discord, and then Matthew and Jackson said, hey, you haven't been to this area a lot. We got to take you somewhere. We got to take you to the Anime Bacon Bird Sanctuary. Now, I'm thinking the Anime Bacon Bird Sanctuary, this is going to be like
One Punch Man. Yeah,
I'm going to meet One Punch Man. I was actually a little bit scared because any place with anime in the name, a little dodgy. But I'll put a picture up on screen of the sign. It is the Anna May Bacon Bird Sanctuary. That's like
it was
five separate words there.
A little different. Yeah, it was not, in fact, anime.
Not what I was expecting.
Hey, it was a pretty nice place, though, I gotta say.
No, it was really nice. I didn't see any birds, though, while I was there. I heard them.
Oh, we didn't see any birds. You're right. Now that I think about it. Never did
but
see
we did
one.
see a lot of plants.
It's very much in season for the plants. They got something there that apparently, like, if you touch it, you die or something. So I don't know what was up with that plant, but that was going on.
Is her name Anna May Bacon? Is that why it's called that?
Yeah,
yeah. Bacon work its way in there
Her name is
other way.
Anna May Bacon. It's like first, middle, and last name.
So the Demon Core is not an item from Doom.
Yeah, somehow.
It's not a Terraria
it's a real
item.
thing.
It's a real thing.
And
Real
it's
item.
not the Nether Reactor core from Minecraft Pocket Edition either. All right, you know what? Cut that out.
Not
Cut
even
that out.
that.
Okay.
It is not
we
that.
Can't. Yeah. This has been a long fabled topic that has been talked about also a lot in our Discord server. I don't know how we haven't covered this sooner.
There's a meme that Brennan sent to the Discord that I'm going to put on screen right now, which is just beautiful. This is the Demon Core. Ta-da!
Yeah, all right.
Isn't it cute?
It's wonderful. So yeah, no, it's not. It sounds like a fake thing. It doesn't sound real. It's such a good name for it.
It also sounds like a creepypasta, like a nickname for some. I guess it is a nickname for a real object that did a spooky thing, but
everything about the Demon Core has like creepypasta energy. But what this actually is an atomic bomb. And it's it's not a complete atomic bomb, but it's supposed to be the core of one. So this is what makes it tick. Basically, this is the juice in there.
It's a sphere of plutonium.
Yeah, so it's pretty nice. It's a solid metal ball of radioactive material.
I would like to think like there's no way you could just like handle this in like your hands.
Oh,
right?
no, you couldn't. See, that was the problem. You're not supposed to. And so this was made in 1945 by, none other than the Manhattan Project, who made the atomic bomb. In the event that they needed a third one, this was going to be it. But of course they didn't, because Japan surrendered after the first one, and then we bombed them again anyway for the second time, and then the third time around we gave up. So we had an extra bomb laying around, and we were like, hey, what do we do with this thing? We haven't made it into a full bomb yet. let's play with it a little.
Might as well kill ourselves with it.
Yeah, might as well use this somewhere else. So 2 separate incidents occurred. One on August 24th in 1945, and another in May 21st, 1946. Both times, people were doing an experiment to demonstrate how close the core was to criticality, which is basically just saying, how quickly is this thing going to go
super
crazy?
Dangerous.
Yeah, basically that's all it's saying.
How dangerous, how risky can we get?
How much of a hazard really is this big radioactive metal ball, right? And I'll admit, I mean, just looking at it, it looks pretty unassuming. I mean, it's just a metal ball.
It looks kind of like a marble. Like it's like a better name for it would have actually just been the Forbidden Marble. Like
the Forbidden Marble.
They could have done that.
The first incident with the demon core is pretty sad. The second incident, I won't say he deserved it, but it was very avoidable.
No, it's still sad.
I have heard YouTube videos and stuff go into great detail on specifically how the science works and how dangerous the ball was and exactly what it did. I'm going to give you my version of the story without all the details that I couldn't possibly recite. In the first incident, the demon core was in a super dangerous state, and there was a scientist, one of the guys working on it, whose name was Harry Dalian. He was working alone, and the core was placed within a stack of neutron reflective tungsten carbide bricks. And he was stacking the bricks up, basically building a little igloo around the core, and he dropped one of the bricks on accident, and it hit the demon core, and it went super critical, and it blasted radiation at him. There was a blue light in the room, throughout the room, and he received a fatal dose of radiation. He died 25 days later from radiation poisoning.
Dude, he was only 24.
Yeah, he was young.
It looks like, there was a security guard at a desk 12 feet away, and while he didn't die right away, he died of leukemia.
Oh, really?
At 62. So it still had some sort of impact.
Was this also tested at Trinity Site? I guess it was, because there's a photo here of them at Trinity Site doing it.
I guess, yeah.
The second incident with the demon core was way more avoidable than the first one. There was a scientist, a physicist rather. His name is Louis Alexander Slotin. So word had gotten around the demon core, it killed somebody, cursed metal ball. And so this guy was like, guys, check this out. And he would do things
strong. Okay, I can.
Yeah, he would do things like, what did you say? I'm pretty strong.
Yeah, he's pretty strong. Okay,
I could take some radiation poisoning. I've got good genetics.
Okay.
Yeah, I eat Flintstone gummies, so I'll be good. But he would do things like poke at it and get a screwdriver really close to it. He would just mess with it to make people nervous. And then one day,
so was he just trolling? He was like, "Oh, I might blow up."
No,
I hope
literally
not.
Blow up.
I mean, I really hope. I don't know much about the second incident, but I really hope that was not his goal. It was just like, "Ooh, man, is it gonna blow up? Whoa, it's not at criticality yet. Oh, I really hope
I hate to
wasn't.
break it to you. That's pretty much what he was doing.
Are you kidding me?
Enrico Fermi himself told Slotin and others that they would be dead within a year if they continued.
I just read that too. Dude, listen to him. Listen
the man
to
himself.
Him. That's crazy. No.
Why did he was a physicist. He knew better.
He should have known better. Yeah, dude, if Fermi is telling you that what you're doing is going to kill you.
He was using a screwdriver to basically pry it open.
Yeah, he would just.
But which you're not supposed to do.
No, that should not.
They did have a way of opening it, but not with a screwdriver, not by hand. And he would do this in blue jeans and cowboy boots in front of a room full of observers.
Yeah, Richard Feynman described it as tickling the dragon's tail, is how he put it. Before anything went down, that was how he put it. So this, I don't understand. No, you're right. This was totally avoidable. And lo and behold, on the day of the accident, Slotin's screwdriver slipped outward a fraction of an inch while he was lowering the top reflector. Wow.
Yikes.
Dude, so apparently, I guess he freaked out, twisted his wrist, and flipped the top shell onto the floor.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, this guy was an adrenaline junkie.
There was an estimated half second between when the sphere closed to when Slotin removed the top reflector.
Yeah.
Okay, so it sounds like he actually, like that was him stopping it.
Yeah.
Like he closed it, but that half
late.
a second was all
that's
that
too late.
it needed.
Yeah.
And
he died 9 days later, so like way faster than the first guy did. Yeah, not only did this guy get himself killed, he went and gave everybody leukemia, I guess.
Yeah, it sounds like his body shielded most of the radiation from the others, but not everybody.
So they did studies later on. It looks like most of them lived
for a few years.
A few years, yeah. One of them died of leukemia 19 years later.
Yeah.
And then another person refused to participate in sharing his health records.
Okay.
However, he died in 2001, 55 years later, which
so
I don't
think
81.
At 81. So he's fine. Yeah.
Now you guys are more scientifically minded than me, so maybe you know this, maybe you don't. My understanding, again, in like smooth brain caveman terms, atom bombs work because they're messing with atoms. Like at the very, very micro level, you're like splitting the building blocks of matter to make big bomb go boom.
Yeah.
So radiation just completely messes up your body's atoms, your molecules. It's not that like, oh, it introduces bacteria. It just disintegrates you from a micro level, right?
It's actually even more horrifying than that. What actually kills you with radiation poisoning is your cells don't replicate properly, right? They need DNA. DNA is a molecule. And when they go through mitosis, they're making copies of that DNA, and that tells the cell what to do. You get radiation poisoning, and that DNA molecule gets all mixed around, and suddenly when they replicate, they don't know what to do anymore. And so they start taking on all sorts of weird shapes and stuff that they're not supposed to do. And very quickly, I mean, within a few weeks, your body is exchanging all of its cells. You're constantly dying and regrowing over and over again. And eventually it has no idea what to do. And it's just replacing your body with totally messed up stuff, and you die. It's just something, once it happens, it happens. Like, it's just really sad. It's just not something you want to mess with ever.
It's like when people talk about, messing with ecosystems or like men meddling with nature. Actually, Jurassic Park, like, oh, we're introducing,
Park, yeah,
we're messing with nature and evolution. We're introducing a new creature into the ecosystem. It doesn't know what to do. We're kind of doing that on a microscopic level with the Demon Core.
Which radioactive things, there is kind of an idea that like radioactivity doesn't exist in nature and we're the ones that invented it. That's just not true. If anybody ever tells you that is not even slightly true. We, by our own nature, are radioactive.
If you eat enough bananas, you can die of radiation.
Yes. Well, you will die of banana poisoning. Like, you will probably die of like a potassium overload. Radiation is all around you, right? It happens, and most of the time your body is pretty well equipped to handle it.
Aren't there natural nuclear fission reactor? They are uranium deposits where self-sustaining nuclear chain reactions occur. So literally in nature.
Yeah, this kind of thing isn't really our invention. We've just learned how to make use of it.
I don't know if we put this in the podcast yet, or we've asked our fans, but I think it's time to ask the fans to comment below if they are okay with us getting a TikTok. Like, is it
Jackson,
something
we have to ask?
That doesn't have anything to do with the Demon Core, dude. Please, like that.
TikTok is the Demon Core.
No.
In a way, if you poke it the wrong way, it could kill you,
Don't do the Demon Core like that.
It releases atoms. People on TikTok release a lot of information about themselves that not everyone needs to know. It's like an oversharing nightmare.
It hastens your death. It rots your brain. I mean...
Yeah, no, it's basically the same thing.
I guess, except radiation can provide energy for the world, and TikTok seems to do nothing but just eat energy and provide nothing. I would argue that radiation has more potential than TikTok. Dude,
but actually,
people named the Demon Core Rufus, apparently.
Oh, you beat me to it. I was about to say.
I just saw that.
Yeah, it was originally called Rufus, and then it killed someone, and they were like, ooh, Demon Core.
You know what? Demon Core is just such an appropriate name for this thing, though.
After that, there's not much history to the Demon Core. Like, it was used in a couple of different things, but it was just scrapped and melted down in the summer of 1946, and the material was recycled for use in other cores. So now there's a piece of the Demon Core in a bunch of other
atomic bombs.
Imagine, like, you're just at work one day, you're by yourself with a security guard, like, it's just another day on the job, it's not a big deal. You drop one brick, classic little accident, anybody could do it, and that tiny slip-up cost you your life.
Yeah.
It would feel so unfair to know that, like, you were one clumsy mistake away from having another 60 years. In the year 2000, a memorial stone and flagpole was erected in Calkins Park in New London in his honor. The monument bears an inscription, "Though not in uniform, he died in service to this country." And I think that's pretty cool. Not cool that he died. Cool that they put that there.
I'm actually going to grab a drink real quick, but just before we go into this topic, also, just wait 1 second, and I apologize in advance.
Jackson just interrupted to say nothing. Jackson, you just said less than nothing. That, dude, like, Jackson.
Wait, what were you trying to say?
Did you see what he just said? That did the Photoshop have to be that bad?
Wait, did Jackson send a Photoshop?
Oh, he did.
Oh, wait, General, what is it? Oh, no.
Jackson, like, you didn't even try with that one. That's awful.
For context, Jackson has just sent a fake movie poster that he made for a movie called Gyat Almighty.
Whose butt is that? Whose? You don't
know. Wait a
know?
minute. Did you Google, like, stock images of just
I actually
dude's
Googled,
butt with dress pants?
And don't Google this, but I Googled fat man's butt in jeans.
Jackson, get that out of your search history right away.
Yeah,
dude.
Hold on.
Get that. Get that out. Nuh-uh, man.
Is the background there the Kinsey Street Bridge in Chicago where the Dave Matthews Band incident happened?
No, that's Buffalo.
No, that is Buffalo.
Yeah.
You're right, that's Canal Side. I love Canal Side.
Yeah, the first Almighty movie takes place in Buffalo, so, like, it has a...
Dude, I thought that you were going to have, like, a giant butt, like, over the horizon, like, covering the whole thing, and instead it's just, like, this man's floating midsection, just, like, above the world. Like, it just cuts off halfway through. Like, it's not even... Anyway.
All right, I'm going to grab a drink real quick, and then...
All right.
All right, guys, what else do we have here? I'm trying to look through all our articles, chats.
What's in spooky lore? Oh, not much. Oh, there's that guy that died in his house. Yes. There's that Japanese dude that was dead for like 40 years or something.
Oh, yeah, Sogen Kato there.
I love that. I actually once wrote a hell of a short story about this.
Do we want to talk about this? Is this a barf bag topic?
If you guys want to use it for
morbid.
barf bag, you can. I don't know. Yeah, we'll save this. But I guess at this point, if we've talked about everything we can, we might as well talk about the Radioactive Boy Scout. Like,
oh, actually, that would be,
at this point, that would be in
should.
line with everything. But
if we're going to go into David Hahn, the Radioactive Boy Scout, I would just like to read a couple of the content bars on Wikipedia, like the headings. Creation of the neutron source. FBI investigation. Larceny of smoke detectors. This is just a taste of
yeah, I mean,
what the story
this
has
guy,
to offer.
I should preface it by saying, at least from what I know, this was one of the coolest guys ever, probably. Like, really smart
he's a cool guy, but it's a sad story. It's another bad idea. This one does actually involve real demons, though. He created a plutonium ball that summoned Satan. And
really? I didn't know all that. For real?
Yeah, for real. So David Hahn was born on October 30th.
I'm sorry. Okay. We cannot go into this topic laughing about it. This is a...
real serious.
Okay. Yeah.
David Charles Hahn, born October 30th, 1976, Michigan, United States. He was a Boy Scout. He was very smart, maybe a little too smart for his own good.
This guy, built a nuclear reactor as an Eagle Scout project, and thank God he got his Eagle Scout rank. Okay, if they hadn't given him that, I would have been that would have been awful.
Yeah.
So at least
he actually apparently did not build a nuclear reactor.
He never finished.
Guys, we're getting ahead of the story here.
Yeah.
We got to go through the process because this one
Okay,
he didn't simply build a nuclear reactor. He had to go to some pretty extreme lengths to get the materials.
It was quite the process.
It was quite the story.
So his goal was to build a homemade breeder reactor.
Yes,
which I guess is like at least according to Wikipedia, is a nuclear reactor that generates more fissile material than it consumes. So basically what he was building for Boy Scouts was a nuclear reactor in his backyard in Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a hell of an Eagle project, I gotta say. That is one hell of an Eagle project. Like that. Like, he was absolutely cooking here.
It actually didn't lead to probably the fate you think. The story does not end the way you probably think it's going to. But we'll get to there. We'll get to that. His inspiration, this is actually kind of touching, which makes the story a little more sad. His home life was not great. His family wasn't great. His mother, Patty, suffered from alcoholism and was diagnosed with depression and schizophrenia and sent to a mental hospital when David was 4. His parents divorced when he was 9. His dad was a mechanical engineer, and his father gained custody. He had a stepmother and a stepsister, but David's step-grandfather, John Sims, seemed to be a nice guy. He gave David the Golden Book of Chemistry experiments and encouraged David to pursue science and chemistry. That is kind of how he started down this road.
He created chloroform after reading this book.
Oh.
And the book encouraged him to sniff the chemical. And then he passed out for more than an hour.
What? It encouraged him to sniff the chloroform?
Hold on, what kind of book was he reading?
I don't know, man. Like, by the way, guys, don't sniff chloroform. Actually, you know what? Don't make chloroform.
Make chloroform.
Better yet.
No, guys. Matthew, in the last episode, or in the one about Emperor Norton, you said ban words federally. Or start banning words federally.
Did I say that?
You did.
I mean, I could believe that, actually, yeah.
Emperor Norton wanted to ban the word Frisco.
Yeah. And I was like, just, you know what? Just start banning words, okay? Just to get rid of them. We don't need free speech anymore. We
have a free speech hater and a chloroform supporter over here.
All right. I support chloroform.
More president, everybody. He started by building fireworks, model rockets, all this stuff, blah, blah, blah. He eventually started building up to some more risky, more extreme chemistry experiments. So this is before his parents were divorced, before he was 9. His parents, Ken and Kathy, were sitting in the living room watching TV. The house was rocked by an explosion in the basement. They found him lying semi-conscious on the floor, eyebrows smoking. He had to get his eyes flushed, and he had to get like plastic removed from his eyes. But that didn't stop him.
So this guy was, from a young age, really kind of cooking.
Kathy forbade her son from experimenting more, so he set up his own little workshop in a shed on their property so that she wouldn't know. They found it odd that he wore a gas mask in the shed, but they didn't really...
They didn't think about that?
I guess not. That's what the article says.
I mean, I don't really think a gas mask is going to protect you from radiation, though.
Well, it's going to protect you from whatever else he has in the shed. I mean...
That's true too, yeah.
He probably had it. This guy was clearly smart. Like, he wasn't dumb.
He needed to collect samples of every element on the periodic table, including the radioactive ones. That was what he wanted to do. He started amassing radioactive material from small household products, such as smoke detectors. He would steal americium.
Americium.
Oh, americium. Thank you. Thorium. radium from old clocks, and tritium from gun sites. His reactor was a bored-out block of lead, and he used lithium from $1,000 worth of purchased batteries to obtain americium-241. David contacted smoke detector companies and basically lied and said that he needed a huge amount of them for a school project. And they were like, oh, yeah, cool, of course. And they'd send him in. And I guess he wasn't totally lying. He did need them for a project, and it was educational. How old was he during this, by the way?
Like 16, 17.
Yeah, he was a teenager.
His homemade neutron source was often incorrectly referred to as a nuclear reactor, but it did emit measurable levels of radiation exceeding 1,000 times normal background radiation.
Lovely.
He realized what was happening, that he was creating radiation, and so he started to dismantle his experiments, but in a chance encounter, police discovered his activities.
What?
What was that chance encounter?
What happened there? That's, man.
Yeah, I saw that. Like, so he was already, I guess they were already questioning something he was doing.
2:40 in the morning, August 31st, 1994, the police responded to a call. Apparently there was a young man stealing tires in a residential neighborhood. So police got there. David was like, oh, I'm just hanging out to meet a friend. And the officers were like, yeah, okay, sure, buddy. We're going to search your car real quick. Stand over there. And they opened his trunk, and his nuclear reactor was back there.
Oh, so that's what happened.
And David was like, guys, I hate to tell you this, that's radioactive. And I guess the officers immediately just went, what? It's an atomic bomb? And freaked out.
I can see why they'd freak out about that, but that really, I mean, honestly, it kind of sucks for him. But at the same time, like, he definitely was exposing himself to a lot of radiation that he should not have been.
Yeah, it was, I mean, it was dangerous either way.
Somebody needed to stop it. It just, I don't know, I just really wish, when I see this story, I really wish that somebody was able to get him into some sort of internship or something where he can do this around other people.
Yeah, I mean, he was super resourceful.
Yeah.
I guess after David, because this chance encounter with the police totally put the kibosh on his situation. Like, his parents were notified. Yeah. They took away all of his stuff. But he did, I guess, in the end, succeed in creating almost a nuclear reactor. I mean, it was something close to it. But he went into a serious depression.
They said after he graduated high school, his parents wanted him to go to community college.
Well, no, that's half of the problem that it looks like it happened. His parents were divorced, and then his mom killed herself in 96.
Oh,
when
really?
He hadn't even graduated yet, and that was after they took all of his stuff. That was right after that. So it looks like everything just fell apart for him, and he just lost all motivation to continue. Yeah, his dad and stepmom encouraged him to go to just community college, and he just didn't do well there. I guess he enlisted in the Navy. He was in there for 4 years.
I think he was in the Marines after he was in the Navy, actually.
Yeah,
he went to Japan for 4 years.
And then was ultimately honorably discharged and went back home. I guess it just didn't stop, because in 2007, apparently he had a second neutron source that he was keeping in his freezer. Yeah, the FBI investigated him. They got in contact with him over the phone, and he insisted that he was not in possession of any radioactive material. Yeah, it seems, unfortunately, after the military, he was just not doing well. Actually, just looking at everything, he was
using cocaine heavily, not taking his prescribed medication, and was paranoid about just people.
Yeah, some pretty wacky stuff there.
Some pretty wacky stuff I won't repeat.
So he was diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia. Yeah. So he was not doing well at all. Had some pretty wacky ideas that he had developed from that.
Well, it looks like the schizophrenia was not from the radiation at all, though.
No, it was completely unrelated. Unfortunately, then in 2007, he was charged with larceny after stealing a bunch of smoke detectors.
Oh, so this is real. I saw, it says that they took a mugshot of him and his face was covered with sores.
That is real,
which investigators believed was from exposure to radioactive materials. I thought that was fake.
No.
That's a real picture of him?
That is his real mugshot, yeah.
Oh, man.
So I was saying, like, he just
I'll put it on screen, but
I hate to say it, I really don't know what else would cause that. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's crazy. It almost looks like really, really bad acne, but you can tell it's not.
Yeah,
they're like scars.
No, he went in jail for that for a while and then went home, and then that's where it just kind of goes cold after that.
There's sort of a 10-year gap, 9-year gap. I'm sure there's more that happened in there, but on September 27th, 2016, which I didn't realize it was this recent. But at age 39, he died in his hometown in Michigan. His death was ruled as an accidental result of intoxication from the combined effects of alcohol, fentanyl, and
Benadryl.
Oh,
so he didn't die from his.
No, it had nothing to do with radiation. No, it was.
I always thought he died of like cancer years and years later. He didn't?
No.
Oh.
That's why I was saying it's a sad story. He didn't die from cancer. He OD'd. Unrelated. It was just he's a guy with a ton of potential. Super smart, super interesting.
It also does, I guess, raise awareness to the fact that like super smart people can still struggle from drug use.
Yeah.
Like there seems to be like a belief in popular culture that just like the only people who take drugs are like idiots, and like it's not really like it's
not even slightly true. That's what I'm saying. The story is just a really sad case of somebody with a ton of talent and capability that I guess just was not in the right place at the right time and just wasn't able to become the person that he could have, and instead was stuck.
He apparently is not the only person, to experiment with radiation in their backyard, but apparently there was a boy in Arkansas, Taylor Wilson,
I thought you were going to say young
achieved controlled nuclear fusion when he was 14 years old.
Oh, in 2008.
On the topic of Taylor Wilson, just saying, that's him there on the left, and you're never going to guess who that man is on the right. Just saying.
Is that The Rock?
I feel like this is kind of similar to the picture of the euthanasia coaster where like the one person's explaining
presenting it, yeah,
and the other person's
like
nice. Like Obama's interested, don't get me wrong, but like
he's got a very stern look on his face there. Yeah, he's very.
These pictures are remarkably similar side by side. It is a little uncanny.
Holy crap, you're totally right. Yeah, they are very similar photos. Fair enough. Well, the one photo has Obama in it. So.
And the other one doesn't. So there is that big, major, glaring
what do you really do when you're the president of the United States and here's some kid is explaining nuclear fusion to you? You're like, what are we gonna do with this kid? Like,
one of the Secret Service members comes up and is like, "Oh, Mr. President, we've had another Waffle House incident. Yeah, we need you to evacuate. Believe your safety may be in jeopardy."
Dude, that would go crazy.
Sir, there's another Antichrist accusation.
Sir, yeah.
Mr. Antichrist.
We're complaining about your tan suit again.
Yeah. Mr. Antichrist, please change your suit and come with us.
Please, don't wear a tan suit again.
Hey again, it's Jesse. Hope you enjoyed this episode of the Deep Lore Boys podcast. If you did, leave a like, leave a review, subscribe for more episodes, share it with a friend, you know the stuff. Thanks for listening, and I hope your day is nothing short of interesting. Take care.
I'm going to go post that one on twitter.com.